Hey guys, the name is Jasper. Welcome back to another Clara at Ibarra After Show. Sa episode 3 na tayo ngayon. Chocolate. Mag-chocolate muna kayo. Okay, so basahin ko yung mga comments nyo from episode 31 to 35. Wow, ang dami kong problema this week pagdating sa mga episodes. Not only that I got a ton of delays, I also had to re-upload several videos. Especially episode 31, in-upload siya na bitin for some reason. I think dahil isa yung sa encoding or rendering problem na nangyari. And then, we also had this huge problem sa episode 35, which is yung in-upload ko kanina. Due to copyright stuff, that was like my 6th upload kung saan everything worked. Gusto kong pasalamatan si Officer Jose Rizal, ang Dr. Jose Rizal from a different universe. Actually, mapapakita ko sa inyo yun. Papakita ko. Okay, so let me just open this thing. So, ako mahilig din ako sa technology. That's my other thing. Not only I like films and TV shows, pero I'm a tech enthusiast. So, I've been looking at this, and at the same time, sa din ng artist. So, I've been looking at this thing called generative AI. Kung nakikita yung mga artworks na generate mismo ng artificial intelligence. Pinafollow ko yung mga yun. So, I decided to, ask the AI na bigyan niya akong drawing ng isang Jose Rizal as a police officer. At binigay sa akin, binigyan niya 4 na options at pinili ko yun sa bottom right. Pina-enhance ko, ito yung ubas. Yan si Jose Rizal bilang isang police. And yeah, I've been messing with this stuff. Tinay po na, Jesus Christ riding a white horse. Ito yung binigay sa akin. Ito ma-generate ko, it's for a project that I'm working on sa school. Try namin mag-generate ng AI. San Francisco as abandoned, yung mga ganun-ganun bagay, Golden Gate Bridge. Pero, anyways, other than that, let's just read your comments. And every time na mayroong copyright thing na nangyari na kailangan ko mag-upload ng video, isasama ko si Police Officer Jose Rizal para tulungan ako. At hopefully, gumana yung video na yon. So, let's just read your comments. Okay, episode 31. Patay sa binababa. At zoom in tayo. Siguro mga ganyan. Okay, isinulat ni Javier Samson. Fly shipper ka din pala. Yeah, fly shipper ako. Well, I like the times that they spent for Clay and Ibarra. Sa puso ko, isa akong fly shipper. Pero ayaw kong tawaging Felay dahil ang baduy na pangalan. More like tinatawag silang Clydel na love team. So, as usual, hello. I replied to your comment on the 3rd episode of the Maria Clara at Ibarra After Show. Happy face. It will be uploaded within a few hours at the time of this comment. Okay, nililip natin yan. Next up, Thank you for writing that in. Sunod si Arte, Sining Art. I'm sorry, Fidel kay Clay. Tama ba itong narinig ko sa eksenang ito? Humingi na paunmanhin si Fidel kay Clay dahil nagalit si Clay sa mga pinagsasabi at pinagagawa niya kay Clay. Yeah, I think what I like so far habang tumatagal tayo mas nakikita natin yung humanity ni Fidel kasi nakilala natin siya bilang isang yung parang gustong awayin. Right? Especially yung mga pinagsasabi ni Fidel kay Clay during the first few episodes. Nagulat din ako sa mga pinagsasabi niya, diba? Tinawagan niyang prostitute si Clay. So parang there was just like a sudden character change pero parang ka lang talaga si Fidel. Pero yeah, I like seeing more of Fidel's humanity, especially when I think they are now pushing forward the love team between the two of them. So I'm really looking forward to that. Okay. Thank you for writing that in. Sunod naman ni Joe Tabs. Sa poder ni Maria Clara, matutunan na niya mag-blend sa mga babae noong unang panahon. Remember, from episode 31 to, first episode of that week. Sa mga babae noong unang panahon, pero yung apoy sa puso niya about gender equality, hindi pa naman. Yep, you are 100% right about Jen. Diyos me, yung magdasal na lamang tayo, Clay. Yeah, you're right. Now, since you guys are watching this from the context na napanood nyo ng 31 and 31 to 35 episode, yeah, that is 100% correct, especially on what happened on episode 35, diba? Hindi mo naman basta-basta mababago yung tao within like one day or within 1 week of trying to change their minds. It's a process na kung gusto na mabago is going to take several years or months. And yeah, you are 100% right about that. Isa naman ni Solid Kapuso, latest updates. Nagkakalakas na ng loob si Fidel para kausapin si Clay ng ganyan. Go Fidel, do the moves. Exciting ang episode tomorrow. Yes. I completely agree with you. And just like I said, I just like seeing Fidel showing up more of his humanity. Diba? Pagdating sa mga sumusunod na episodes. So thank you for writing that in. Solid Kapuso latest updates. Sinunod naman ni Mika _ kay bait-bait talaga ni Maria Clara. Nais lamang niya maprotektahan at lubusang makilala si Clay. Huwag ka mag-alala, Clay. Hindi ka paglalampasuhin ng bubong ni Maria Clara. Wow, medyo naaga po akong nakapag-comment today. Yep, sobrang aga nga. One of the first 4. Sure ko lang din na pilay din ako. Nice lang saglit. Mukhang good vibes ang mga episode this week. And yeah, I completely agree with you. So far this week has been a very light set of episodes, pero they are very fun to see. They are very fun to watch. But yeah, malaking tiwala ko kay Maria Clara na hindi nga niya papabayaan si Clay kasi we've been always trying to tell everyone of how good Ibarra and Maria Clara are as people. And yeah, you are completely right about that, Mika. So thank you for writing that in. Isa naman ni Blue Archer. I still stick to the official trailer of this teleserye, and that is Maria Clara and Clay will be best friends. Okay, that's the thing. Napanood ko na yung trailer like, maybe 2 months ago. Pero the thing with trailers is that whenever you watch something, pero may movie or yung TV show na related sa trailer na yon, and yung TV show pinapanood natin araw-araw, unti-unti mo lang nalilimutan kung ano nangyari sa trailer. So, nalimutan ko na kung ano man nangyari sa trailer na yon. Apart from Clay learning the ways and manners of a true Filipina, I guess Maria Clara will, in turn, learn and maybe change her perspective. Woman empowerment. In a recent teaser, Elias will be entering the picture. And, yung entering the picture na yun, that will be next week. And in accordance with the book, he will save Ibarra from a crocodile. Yeah, okay, yeah. Si Ibarra nga pala, si Elias nga pala yun. Si Elias nga pala yung tumulong kay Ibarra. Akala ko yung crocodile scene mangyayari yung like from a few weeks ago. Turns out hindi pala. Pero yeah, that was nagulat. It's one of the chapters na nabasa ko na talaga I really like reading. Kasi I wasn't expecting na merong crocodile na ma-involve si Ibarra. And that was really interesting to read back in the day. Moreover, I am just glad that I am retired. Hence, I don't have to deal with a genuine sense of entitlement. Okay, Blue. And yeah, you're right about um there's a chance na si Maria Clara nga ay, since nasabi na si Clay ay baka ay titira kay Maria Clara, sabi ko din na there's a chance na both of them will share each other's ideologies and their views about feminism. And dahan-dahan parang yung na ginagawa ni Clay kay Maria Clara. Maria Clara still can't accept whatever Clay's thinking. Pero hey, we will see. We will see in the next coming episodes whether Maria Clara will just fall into that ideology na laging pinalalabas ni Clay. But si Maria Clara, even though isa siyang dalagang Pilipina, yeah, in all of her group, siya din yung pinaka most progressive na mag-isip so far. In a way na hindi ko ina-expect sa isang Maria Clara na stereotypical kung ano yung tingin natin kay Maria Clara dati, di ba? And, Julian San Jose and the writers who did the show, they changed how we view Maria Clara now. So, I completely agree with you with that, Blue, and thank you for writing that. And isunod naman ni Maria Lourdes. Sa poder ni Ibarra, na-restore yung faith ni Clay sa mga lalaki. Yep. Ngayon namang lilipat. Medyo lang. Okay. Ngayon namang lilipat na siya sa poder. Ano naman kaya matutunan mo at magiging realization niya. We will also see how they can learn from each other. Yeah. And of course, excited pa din sa development ng Filay. But gusto yung Filay, ayun yun na bang Clydel? Nababado yun sa Filay. Pero yeah, I think hindi pa tayo doon 100% na na-restore yung faith ni Clay sa mga kalalakihan. Given na isa lang siyang lalaki. And she also knows na fictional lang tong story na to. Pero yung episodes na si Clay ay nakitira sa bahay ni Ibarra, I think that was like a gateway for her to see na, there's more to men than just being dumb asses pagdating sa kanyang buhay, diba? So at least there's a gateway na, and she was able to step in na para makita niya na, there's more to men. And yeah, yun din nasasabi ng mga tao na we will be really curious to see how Maria Clara and Clay will learn from each other. So that is really interesting to see in the next coming episodes. Thank you for writing that in, Maria Lourdes. Isunod naman ni Watermelon. First time yata nagsorry si Fidel kay Clay. Yeah. Again, I like that scene kasi it shows Fidel's humanity. And again, we will be just seeing more of those Clydel moments in the coming episodes, which is something that I'm really excited to see. Kasi I ship them. I am a bigger Clydel shipper than an Ibarra and Clay shipper. So there's that. Isa naman ni Castiel Place, Fidel telling Clay na wala siyang oras sa pag-ibig. Kaya siya walang obligasyon sa sinumang babae. It's just him telling her na single siya. Yeah, yun nga no? Pero sinasabi niya, isa naman ni MJ, parang sinasabi niyang ako na lang landi mo, single ako at willing magpalandi sa'yo. Yeah, both of you are correct about that. I mean, hindi ba sinabi din ni Clay on that scene na tinatanong ko ba? 'Di ba? Parang sinabi din yata ni Clay yan eh. Pero yeah, yun din ang lumabas sa akin na parang gusto nang sabihin ni Fidel yun. Kasi it's one way to segue, 'di ba? To segue na ipalabas na single siya. So that was a very, very fun moment to see. And, hopefully more of those things on the next coming episodes. Thank you for writing that in. Isa na naman ni Megami Inoue. One thing for sure, this episode, they show how good of a person Maria Clara is despite all the jealousy. Yeah, yeah. Also, I really can't wait to see more of the two Marias interact more in the future episodes. Yep, completely agree with you. And yeah, even though, hey, kung isipin nyo in those 7 years, first time we can say na parang first time nila mag-away. Hindi man nakilala pa din ni Ibarra. And yung main reason ng away nila ay si Clyde mismo. And the fact that this is like the first fight. Kasi di ako mag-a-assume na mag-aaway sila through LDR kasi paano kayo mag-aaway kung magsisend kayo ng snail mail at aabot ng ilang araw bago matanggap ng isa yung letra mo, di ba? By then, nawala na yung galit mo sa isang tao. Pero I'm assuming that this was their first fight as a couple. And, usually mga first fight, doon yung mga malalang away, di ba? Doon natututo yung couple kung paano sila mag-a-adjust about that, kung paano nila i-handle relationship nila. Pero yeah, with that context, pinagbigyan pa rin ni Maria Clara si Ibarra. And now, Clay is living under Maria Clara's house. So that is really good to see. It just really shows how good of a person Maria Clara is at hindi siya madamot. And talaga may pakialam siya sa isang tao. Even though si Clay din, tinakasan niya si Maria Clara in the first few episodes. Okay, let's go to episode 32. Napansin ko yung battery ko sa camera ay mamatay na. So let's finish this thing as fast as we can. Okay, sunod naman ni Telma. Okay, episode 30 na to 32. Sunod naman ni Telma Buscano, natutulog sa hapon. Yeah, tinanong ko kung ano ibig sabihin ng siesta. And turns out, natutulog pala sa hapon yon. And that's the thing that I've been doing during my elementary and high school days sa Pilipinas. Sunod naman ni Theodore Ginochi, galletas. Yung parang tehang daga na square shape na biscuit. Egg biscuit siya. Okay. Egg biscuit pala yun. So may nilabas natin pagkain dito tapos tinanong ko ng tawag doon. So if galletas ang tawag doon, then that's really good to know. Thank you for writing that in, Theodore. I like comments like this kasi may natutunan ako. Siesta. Ay nga, sitting arts. Tama. Short sleep or rest on the midday meal. Origin. Okay, may origin pa. Ora. Correspond to ora is hours. Sleep that is taken after eating. Says. Oh, okay. Kaya pala, siesta, oras. Bahagi na pala ng pangalan. Okay, thanks for writing that in, Artist in Art. You always write very insightful comments. And talagang napaka-detalye. Parang you're like a walking dictionary pagdating sa mga comment section na to. And I really appreciate that. Pero yeah, I like it when, ako wala akong alam sa mga trying to learn Spanish. Pero mahirap mag-aral ng language. Pero I like to watch videos na kung saan yung mga iba't ibang lengguwahe, either Spanish, Tagalog, or yung mga lengguwahe sa Southeast Asia. Tinitingnan na lang kung mayroong common na word na nagsishare sila. Yung mga ganung bagay. And I just like seeing that. It really shows of how connected people are and how connected we are pagdating sa mga lengguwahe natin. Even though how different those um, languages are from, from each country, but deep inside they're still very connected. And yeah, gaya nga Latin ora, 'di ba, which is hours. Tapos sa atin oras ang basa natin diyan. And yeah, I find those things really interesting. Thank you for writing that in, Arte. Valerie Dizon wrote in, galletas ay biscuits. Yep, biscuit nga. Gaya na sabi ng isa. Thank you for writing that in. Sunod naman ni Enzo Lorenzo, napaka-ancient na pala ng favorite cracker ko, ang galletas de patatas. Luma na pala yung luma na pala yung specific na biscuit na yun. Okay, that's interesting. Sunod naman ni Maria Lourdes sa reply nito, fave yan ang lola ko. Mula nung mawala siya, hindi na ako nakakain yan. Actually, di ko alam na galletas pala galletas is a thing. That's actually my first time seeing a galletas. Kasi kinakain ko nung bata ko, yung Marie na biscuit, yung bilog, hindi square. So, there's that. Isa naman ni Shin Chikim, laugh trip yung sa dasal. Yung nakakatawa yung dasal na yun. I was half expecting na si Clay mag-a-assume na i-assume niya na si Maria Clara ay magli-lead ng buong prayer. Kaso nagdasal yata si Maria Clara ng Espanyol ba yung Spanish ba yun o Latin? Parang Spanish yata. Tapos nag-English na si Clay. Dinasan yung prayer na alam ng mga tao. Diba? Our Father. Hey, it may sound stupid para sa atin, yung dasal na yun, pero kay Maria Clara, I think that was impressive kasi she was praying in a language na hindi niya naintindihan, which is ang English, diba? So, hey, with context na nakikita niyo na, wow, kakaiba si Kalay. Nagdadasal in English. Okay, so ito yung MCI Watcher. Siesta po is yung pagtulog sa hapon. Yes, that is true. Yan ang sabi ng iba. Thank you for writing that in. Jenny Rose Nadela. Ginawa ko na lang radyo. Kasi kailangan klaro yung palabas eh. Buti pa yung mukha mo, sir. Jasper, klaro. Pero salamat pa rin sa pag-upload. Okay, thank you for writing that in, Jenny Rose. I'm assuming na ginawa mo ng radyo yung reaction video. Kung nakinig ka na lang sa usap-usapan na di ka na nanood, that's fine. That's awesome. Usually kapag nanood ako ng mga YouTube videos, nakikinig na lang din ako. Hindi ko na talaga pinapod yung video. Parang ginagawa ko lang siyang radyo. Pero yeah, thank you. Klaro yung pagmumukha ko. Kasi gamit ko isang napakamahal na camera. I was planning to upload a higher resolution of a video. Pero mas matagal yung upload time noon. And I think there's a higher chance na makaka-copyright yung video ko kapag nag-upload ng ganong kalinaw na video. So I have to I have to stick to 720p para lang di makopyright yung mga video ko, pero that's my theory about it. So thank you for writing that in, Jenny Rose. Isulat naman ni Jerry Ramos. Siesta, idlip after lunch. Uso pa yan ng bata at pagtambay. Thank you for writing that in. Actually, nung bata ako, lagi akong natutulog sa hapon eh. After, not hapon, pero tanghali. After kumain. Which is lunch nga, yun nga. Pero di ko alam na may tawag pala sa mga ganong bagay. Siesta pala tawag doon. So, all this time, nagsisiesta pala ako nung bata ako. Especially when mainit, tanghali, tapos may nakatapat na electric fan sa'yo. Tapos natutulog ka sa sofa. Ooh, one of the best things ever. Alright. So, ito muli one night stand. One night stand. Natatawa ko lang sa pangalan na to. Galletas, biscuit, tinapay, more on biscuit. Karaniwang gawa lamang sa harina. Tapos yun. Pag social, minsan may paasukal on top. Pag naluto na sa pugon. Okay, thank you for writing that in one. Di ko alam kung ano ibig sabihin ng pugon. Pero, nilalagyan din pala ng asukal yun, I'm assuming na since biscuit siya, parang sinasawsaw na lang siya sa kape. Kasi yung Marie na biscuit, na kinakain ko yung tagpi-piso. Dati, ewan ko na kung piso pa rin yung ngayon. Pero gustong-gusto kong sausaw sa kape yun. Kasi may sari-sari store kami dati. So, ayun. Sunod ni Connie Manarang, thank you, Jasper, sa RV mo. Thank you so much, Connie. I like how whenever people just write in just to say thank you, I really appreciate that. And, even though with all of the hassle na kailangan kong i-handle during making these videos, especially the copyright stuff and the time that I have to spend, by the end of the day, it's very rewarding to see your comments, and it's really just simply fun to react to this stuff. So thank you for writing that in, Connie. Isunod naman yung one night stand ulit. Oratorio, place to pray. Yep. Yeah, in-assume ko din na it's a place to pray. Oracion. Oracion. Pray. Prayer. Oratorio from the word oracion. Yep. Thank you for writing that in. And yeah, I got nothing else to say, pero yep, that is true. And ito ulit, si Arte. So, may Arte, Sining Arts, Garrieras. Spanish and Canadian plural dito ng minutes to cookies. Ah, okay. Talagang cookies, biscuits, crackers in general. Interesting. Pero, okay, feminine pala siya. Galleras, syempre merong letter A. Sweet, salty pasta, pastry. Oh, okay. Butter, eggs, ingredients, which is big. Okay. Gallet, pebble. Oh, okay. Parts with a flat and round shape. Sangga. Which is Spanish with variant. Tinapay na kalimutan pati sa bahagi ng pananalita. Alam malutong tinapay. Okay, thank you for a very detailed explanation of what a galleta is. Singing art. Again, it's just really interesting to see like the history of each words on how slowly they evolve into what we have right now. And yeah, yung mga hiram na salita na to ay turns out na hiram din pala sa mga iba't ibang mga bagay din gaya ng yung pebble, mga ganong bagay. And may pastry, sa bagay pastry. Inis ko kasi pasta yung yung parang spaghetti and stuff like that. But hey, pasta is also made from dough, diba? And harina and stuff like that. Same ingredients with to make bread. So again, thank you for writing that in, Arte. So naman ni Jen Herman, siesta, midday break. When we were still kids, our elders would encourage us to take a nap after lunch or after we arrive from school, have the schedule since it was supposed to make us taller. Oh, okay. Huh. Our Lolo also mentioned that it is the time of the day when the work, especially those working in the fields, rest since it is too hot to continue with their tasks. Okay, interesting. That weather we have makes people drowsy, sleepy during the day. Exactly. Therefore, it is better to rest instead of forcing people to work, which can result to being unproductive. Wow, and hot-headed as well. Other countries similar warm days also. Oh, okay, okay. Thank you for adding that, Jen. Very interesting insight about that. Gaya na sabi ko, ang sarap matulog sa tanghali, especially when mainit at may nakatapat na electric fan sa'yo. Turns out, yung pala din ng yun din pala yung isa sa mga reason ko ba't nangyayaring siesta. And yeah, yung mga hot weather pala, it makes people drowsy, no? At inaatog pala yung mga tao during around that time, which makes sense kasi ako din inaatog din ako tuwing tanghali. Pero di ko alam na pinapahinga pala nila yung mga tao na nagtatrabaho sa mga farmers siguro. May mga siesta din pala sila. Pero wow, I like reading stuff like that. Dami ko natutunan. Pero di ko din alam na, it can also make people taller. But I know that's just a myth. Sabi-sabi lang siguro yan. Maybe there's some science to back it up. Pero interesting write-up, Jen. Thank you so much for writing that in. Isa daw ni Maria Lourdes, this is it. Matututo na si Clara ng proper decorum in that era through Maria Clara. Yung scene nilang dalawa sa oratorio, makikita sa kanilang mga mukha yung confusion at curiosity. Yeah, medyo nagulat din ako sa mga sinabi ni Maria Clara. Alam naman natin kung gaano ka-conservative ang mga tao noon at limited lang yung mga rights and rules sa society, lalo na sa mga kababaihan. Pero hindi ko pa din lubos maisip na ang option lang ay isang babae ay maging housewife at maglingkod sa church. Si Maria Clara at mga babae sa panahon na yun ay tulad ng isang ibong nakakulong sa hawla. You are, tama yan. Samantalang si Clara ay tulad ng isang ibong malaya nakakalipad. Yeah, um, tama ka dyan. And again, it all goes back to the Western ways of thinking. Sa isang media class ko na tinake ko like maybe 5 years ago. During the Victorian era, naging standard yung kalalakihan ay sila yung magiging leader ng family, sila yung kailangan lumalabas, sila yung kailangan lumabas, kailangan nila magtrabaho, sila yung breadwinner. And always, during the Victorian era, babae kailangan magstay sa bahay, pangalagaan yung mga bata, and do the house stuff. And since Victorian era, that is like a Western ideology, yung pumasok yung mga Espanyol, yun din yung Pero Victorian era, nangyari yun after, it's already after the initial days kung saan sinakop ng mga Espanyol yung Pilipinas, diba? Pero still, it all came from the Western stuff. Kaya sa Amerika, ganun din. And, naidala yung ideology na yun sa Pilipinas. Dahil, pinilit ng mga Espanyol na ipasok nila yung mga paniniwala nila and their views about society sa mga Pilipino. And I think you are also the one, Maria Lourdes, or was it Love, na nag-comment na back then, yung Pilipinas ay, I don't know what's the right word to use, pero it's opposite kasi it happened in the past, pero, progressive kasi madaming malalaking role yung mga kababaihan during that time, during the pre-colonial Philippines. And I know na meron din mga tao na who are not straight, who are homosexuals, na malalaki din yung roles nila sa Pilipinas. Sometimes some people would applaud a person who also crossed dresses sa Pilipinas during that time. And it really goes to show how much of that culture was ruined ever since na pumasok yung mga Espanyol. Diba? Not only yung mga Espanyol, tinanggal nila yung kultura natin sa mga arts, gaya ng yung pagsusulat, yung ibang mga lingwahe, yung mga ganun-ganun, yung mga mythology natin, pero at the same time, on how Filipinos used to view society back in the day, tinanggal din yung mga Espanyol sa atin. And that is just really sad to see. But hey, evolution, diba? I mean, and people adapt and stuff like that. Colonialism. It happens. And all of us are simply products of whatever the Spanish did to us. And yeah, thank you for writing that in, Maria Lourdes. Isulat naman ni Nelly Padua, always looking forward to your RV. Please continue doing RVs. We'll very much appreciate it, Iho. Thank you so much, Ate Nelly, for writing that in. And again, I like it when people just write stuff like this. It makes me really happy. But hey, I really like doing reaction videos because it's just simply fun, and I have someone to talk with pagdating sa mga episodes na to. And it feels that we are watching the episodes together whenever I uploaded a video, diba? So again, thank you for writing that in, Nelly. So Julius Christopher. So finally, we are getting what we really want: the Maria Clara X Cly tandem. Yeah. Okay. Nag-burp ako. Medyo kumunot ang puso ko nung sinabi ni Maria Clara na mahusay kang mag-Ingles. Saan mo natutunan yan? Simple sentence lang yan, but to me, lamin siya sa mga karapatan ng kababaihan. na ipinagkait sana noon. Ang pag-aaral sa formal school, okay, talaga nga palang hinahanda lamang sila noon upang maging tagasilbi ng kalalakihan. You know what? Yeah, that's an interesting insight. Ang mangarap ng sarili nilang propesyon, ang gumagawa ng sariling desisyon para sa sarili at hindi lamang sinusunod at naayon talaga ng syudad. Sa pagkakaalam ko, very limited lang din ang kanilang role nila sa society at that time. Now that Clara is living with Maria Clara, excited ako sa part kung paano mababago ni Maria Clara ng mga pananaw ni Clay. Siyempre, exciting din ang maging transition ni Clay bilang isang dalaga Maria Clara like. I think this is the bagong kabanata means may magbabago kay Maria Clara. Dahil ma-influensyahan siya ni Clay. The same thing goes with Clay, may magbabago sa kanya dahil sa influence ni Maria Clara. Anyway, yung highlight dito is yung conversation ni Maria Clara at Clay. Pinakita dito yung malaking difference ng culture sa panahon ng noon at ngayon. Kaya, hindi rin natin masisisi ang mga magulang natin sa classic lines na, naku, iba na ang kabataan ngayon. Kami nga noon, napasok sa school, walang baon, maraming pang iba. Thanks for keeping us posted, Jasper. Keep reacting para katulad kung walang time manood sa TV, okay? Grabe yung tawa mo. Yes, Tia Isabel is such a judger. Malapit na siyang namuro. Hindi ko na kung naipisulan namuro. Sorry. Galletas is matibay. Matigay na tinapay. Haha. Para siyang biskwit na puti. Sobrang tigas niya to the point na kailangan mo siyang isaw-saw sa kape or tsokolate. Oh, okay. Mas matigas pala siya. Para siyang crust ng pizza na 3 weeks na. Ganun ka din para ako. Kaya, yeah, iniwan ko din pizza ko ng ilang linggo tapos kakainin ko ulit. And sobrang makunat na kahit yung microwave mo. So, thank you for writing that in, Julius Christopher. Pero, um, I think you already pointed out na you were able to point out something na gusto kong sabihin pero di ko lang ma-express kasi parang either nalilimutan ko or I just can't put it into words. Pero yeah, basically women during that time, they were basically being groomed to be housewives, 'di ba? And itong sa current class ko, we are learning about how people learn about society, about the world, and there is this one theory called the cultivation theory kung saan from since bata ka pa hanggang sa pagkatanda, you are being cultivated to where media, and the people around you promotes you to do something na ideal around that time. And in this case, itong mga kababayan na to, they were cultivated to be dapat mahinhin, dapat kailangan itago yung tawa mo sa likod ng pamaypay, and kailangan mong iserve yung tao mo papangasawa mo. And yeah, may nag-comment kanina yung about sa para sa lang mga ibon, yung mga kababayan dati, para sa lang mga ibon na nakakulong lang. And it's 100% correct. And hopefully Maria Clara will slowly realize na there's more to life than just being born um for men, 'di ba? I mean, I'm fine with Maria Clara and Ibarra being together, of course. They're like the perfect couple. Parang power couple sila during this time. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong about Maria Clara trying to pursue other stuff. Para sa kung tutusin, wala siyang pangarap dito eh. Si Maria Clara doesn't have any dreams because her only dream is being with Ibarra. And that's one part of cultivation na nangyari. And she was so blinded about the societal norms during that time na nalagpasan niya yung childhood kung saan may pinapangarap siya about something na para sa kanya mismo at hindi para sa ibang tao, 'di ba? So thank you for writing that in, Julius. You are 100% correct about that. Okay, isunod mo ni reply natin to. Pero I love your comments, Julius. Nagbabasa ko yung mga comments mo. They are very insightful and madami din na natutunan. And realizations galing sa'yo. Okay, Blue Archer wrote in, "Hi Jasper, the problem really is the fact that nowadays nobody gives that much importance really to history. Anyway, siesta is an afternoon nap, while galletas is a cookie that is still quite popular here." Huh. Mr. Blue, taga saan ka ba? Saan ba ka sa Pilipinas? Ako kasi lumaki ako sa Manila eh. And first time ko lang narinig yung galletas na yan from this episode itself. Pero yeah, it's true that not a lot of people doesn't give much doesn't give any single shit about history. But at the same time, you can't blame them, even though how accessible history is, given na meron tayong internet. History is still something that takes a lot of time and effort para talagang to fully know about it, diba? Ako, I only cared about history. Paano ba sabihin to? Ever since nabasa ko yung No Limit Tangere at El Filibusterismo, that's when I started to give that's when I started to look more into history in general, Asia, world history, Philippine history. And at the same time, mas lalo ko nagustuhan yung mga Assassin's Creed games because, history is their playground, di ba? Yun ang slogan nila. Pero yeah, while history can be very accessible, it's also one of those things in life na you really need to spend a lot of time on just to fully understand, because history is so big and there's a lot of analysis that you have to do about history and see the connections of history with what's happening in our world right now. Pero yeah, you are completely right about that, Blue. Thank you for writing that in. Isa na the feds say, nakakatuwa at nakakaliw po yung convo ni Naklay at Clara. In fairness, napaka-informative. Saklap pala talaga para sa mga babae kasi yeah, exactly. Di sila pwede makapag-aral o mangarap ng bongga. Si Clay talaga magiging boses ng kababaihan. Huh. You know what? I mean, you're right. You're right about that, Feds. Pero what are the chances na? What are the chances na itong mga kababaihan na yung mga kaibigan ni Clay, I mean, kaibigan ni Maria Clara, what are the chances na ma-influensyahan din sila ni Clay about their, para magising sila sa katotohanan, di ba? What are the chances? Tinan natin in the future episodes kung the fact na Clay exists in this world, what are the chances na magbago yung mga ideologies sa mga friends ni Maria Clara. Tinan natin. Pero yeah, thank you for writing that in. And yes, that conversation between Clay and Maria Clara was really fun sa loob ng chapel na yun. Okay, let's go to episode 33. And okay, episode 33. Isunod mo Telma Busgano. Parang ginawa na yan ni Clay kasi hindi silk, ha? Parang ginawa na yan ni Clay kasi hindi silk. Ha? Sorry, Telma, di ko mag-gets ang comment mo. Di ko gets yung context. Pero yes, sorry about that. Okay, so naman ni Manay Lourdes, wakas mapapanood army mo. Thank you so much, Manay Lourdes, for writing that in. And yeah, I think, this was the day na may na-upload akong dalawang video in one day. Yeah, I got really busy with school and work. And at the same time, wala akong energy para gumawa ng reaction video. And at the same time din, lobat yung camera ko. and it takes several hours for it to get charged. So I have to skip several days para ma-upload tong video na to. So naman ni Jemo the Store, hinahanap ko yung reaction videos mo sa wakas. Hinahanap mo ba? Well, sorry kung nagtaka ka kung bakit parang wala akong video during this time. Pero yeah, I was like simply busy when it comes to work and school. So there's that. So the Fed say, I miss you, RV. Glad you're back, po. Thank you so much for writing that in. Fed say, I really appreciate comments like this. Yeah, I'm glad I'm back. Hopefully next week will be different kasi it's Thanksgiving week. So, wala akong pasok sa trabaho and sa school. So, there's a chance na makapag-upload ako ng video na maaga. Instead of ni Tel Mabusgano ulit, nakamiss yung panahon ng bata ka pa relate much. Yeah, that's true. Nothing beats nostalgia, diba? Nostalgia is just really... I am very privileged to have a very good childhood and a very fun childhood. Kung pwede lang balikan, babalikan ko yun. In a time machine or maybe in VR or something like that. Okay, may battery pa tayo. Isa naman ni Mika_O. Kay init ng dugo ni Tia Isabel kay Kalay. Siguro ngayon lang siya nakita ng kakaibang kilos ng babae at dahil perfectionist din siya. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Perfectionist si Tia Isabel. Tama rin naman ang sinabi ni Maria Clara, nag-alala lang si Tia. Kung mabangis si Clay, mas mabangis ang mundo sa labas. Oh. Nag-burp ako. Sorry, guys. Yes, Clay, nasa tamang edad ka na, ngunit ikay nakatira sa isang tahanan at nakailangan mo pa rin paalam at gumalang. Yeah, that's true. Kung gusto natin ng respeto, matuto muna tayong rumespeto. Kung sa kabila ng pagrespeto ay nakatanggap ka ng kawalan ng respeto, it still shows kindness, baka may problem ng tao. Share ko lang ang cute na acting ni Tala. Ramdam ko bawat binibigkas yung linya. Okay, thank you for writing that in, Mika O. And yeah, ito yung ating episode na naglaya si Clyde, diba? And hey, around that scene, yung nangyari yun kay Team Tia Isabel ako. Kasi what Clyde did, I know, progressive, dapat freedom, dapat malaya ka, mga ganung bagay. Pero the fact na pinatira ka sa isang bahay na to and then lalayas ka lang ng ganun-ganon, na walang paalam. At syempre mag-aalala kasi if you're under someone's house, then responsibility ka nila, diba? And yeah, I mean, at least Clay should have told them na lalabas lang muna siya. Pero wala, ang ginawa ni Clay ay naglayas na lang ng bigla-biglaan eh. I think that's one of the flaws that Clay has is that while she cares about other people, she doesn't care about other people's feelings, especially when that other person is someone na parang hindi niya gusto, 'di ba? Gaya si Tia Isabel at gaya din kay Maria Clara. Because around this time, wala pang tiwala si Clay kay Maria Clara. And Clay is also someone na, she is someone na hindi madali mag-trust ng isang tao. It takes a lot of time for her to trust someone. And that's one of her flaws, diba? Given her history with her family and the people around her sa mundo niya. But yeah, you're right about that, Mikao, and thank you for writing that in. Isa naman ni Nixon Yao. Finally glad to watch your RV. Thank you. No, thank you so much, Nixon. Thank you for watching the episodes with me. Tatlong reactors ang inaabangan ko ng Mikay dito sa YouTube wherein I am one of their subscribers. Okay? Aris Olea. Ako. And Nefi Akaling. I've heard of Nefi, pero actually hindi ako nanood ng ibang reaction videos pagdating sa Maria Clara. So, sorry kung hindi ko kilala yung sila dito. They have different ways of presenting their reactions. Okay, one is comedic, yung isa naman ay serious, while the other one has both. I wonder kung saan ako dyan. Comedic ba ako? Seryoso ba ako? O both ako? Aliw at enjoy ako panoorin ng mga RV nila and not missing skipping ads and fully appreciated all the works. Thank you. Yeah, nag-reply ako dito eh. Ay, nag-reply ba ako dito? O hindi. Parang may nireplyan ako eh. Okay, so naman ni Manilolas. Ako naman, medyo marami ang mga reactors na may kinapanood ko dahil yung mga super rated actors and foreign reactors tulad mo po, hindi ako nag-i-skip ng ads. My top two is Sir Jasper and Sir Neffy. Oh wow, nasa top two ako. Wow, I am very flattered, Mario Lourdes. Um, Tayo sila sa spot na yan. I really like their balanced reaction and insights about the story and the way they connect sa mga viewers nila. Meron kasing klaseng na reactor na daw nag-enjoy na manood pero parang mas pareho din kasi yung to gain more views and likes. Understandable din naman kasi they made an effort. Anyways, thank you sa lahat ng reactors sa Mikay, especially you, Sir Jasper. Happy face. Okay, guys, Mr. Nixon, and Maria Lourdes, thank you so much for writing those things in. It really says a lot about about the work that I do here, about the stuff that I do here, because I can only get feedback and criticisms from the viewers themselves, diba? And I'm always curious to know whether I'm doing something good or bad. Um, and yeah, it's just crazy na me simply reacting to videos and I'm giving my insights about them can be like a big deal to other people. And I have really appreciated whenever um people leave comments like this. So thank you so much, Nixon. Na-curious pa rin ako kung sino ako dun sa tatlo na yun. Kung ako ba yung seryoso o comedic. Pero Maria, thank you so much for writing that into. Whenever I react to a show or to a video, it means na and I keep on reacting to it. Because usually whenever I watch a show, if di ko gusto yung show, I would just drop it. 'Di ba? And so far, Clara at Ibarra is such a really good show and I simply love watching it. Since if you love something, 'di ba, you have a lot to say about that thing itself. And the fact that this show is such top tier pagdating sa quality, it the show is also at the same time helping me to give you guys what I think about the show itself. Kung hindi sa story, kung hindi sa performance ng mga artista, pero at the same time, nandyan din yung framing, di ba? Yung cinematography, yung color grading, and the technical sides of filmmaking in general. So thank you so much for writing that in, you guys. Yeah, I really appreciate both of your comments. And thank you for not skipping ads. It's fine with me. Kung i-skip nyo, nagbabayad ako ng YouTube Premium, but I heard how bad the ad situation is sa YouTube whenever I see other people watching YouTube videos. Pero at the same time, that's why I will never put non-skippable ads sa mga videos ko kasi that's just super annoying, especially when the ad is like 30 seconds or 1 minute. And sa pagkakaalam ko, whenever there's an ad, and there will be another ad na lalabas, and that's just sucks. Pero YouTube is free. YouTube is such an amazing source for education. It's like the Wikipedia. Kung ang Wikipedia para sa encyclopedia, yung YouTube naman ay para sa... No, that's a bad analogy. Pero yeah, YouTube is such a very good source of information. And, it's also a business. That's why they have ads and stuff. But again, thank you for writing that in, Maria Lourdes. I appreciate it. And thank you for writing that in too, Mr. Nixon. I'm going to pin your comment because I really like this comment. Thank you. Okay, let's go to episode 34. Oh, madami-dami din dito. Madaming comments ah. Okay, let's see. So, ni Thai lang. Thai lang. May babae po sila cameraman dyan. And siya karamihan kumuha sa iconic scenes. Oo nga naman ko yung kay Jessica so nakakatuwa, nakaka-proud. Okay, that's impressive then. I mean, pagdating kasi sa cinematography, it's a group effort, 'di ba? Pero there's always this one person na talaga nag-lead sa mga cinematography on how a scene should be shot. And kung babae yun, then that's really good because we need more women pagdating sa film and TV stuff industry. Kasi usually it's being saturated by men. But yeah, that's really good to see then. I'm still thinking about like watching the behind the scenes sa Maria Clara Ibarra, pero I don't have a lot of time. Hopefully, I will be able to watch some of them during my vacation in the coming days. But yeah, thank you for writing that in Thailand. That's very interesting to know about. I wonder what her name is though. Pero hey, someday ba mapanood ko yung Jessica Soho na palabas na yun? Okay, Connie Manalang. Thank you, Jasper, for this reaction video. Thank you so much for writing that in, Connie. I simply love doing this. It's super fun. And yeah, I like seeing your comments from time to time too. So ito ni Judith Nera. Si Doña Consolacion, yung isang babae. Ang natandaan ko parang nagpapatalbugan talaga sila ni Doña Victorina. Okay. Yeah, I think tinanong ko kung sino yung isang babae na yun, di ba? Yung bilang nagpakita sa ano niya, tapos parang ginagaya si Doña Victorina or ano. Turns out na siya pala si Doña Consolacion. And while familiar yung pangalan niya, parang nalimutan ko na kung ano yung role niya sa story. Since hindi naman tayo nanood since this is not a reaction video, try ko magsabi ng spoiler about sa libro. So, spoiler alert sa libro, kung di mo nabasa. Pero, si Doña Consolacion ba siya ba yung babaeng ginawa niyang katulong si Sisa sa tahanan nila? Yung ba yun ng ano? Si Doña Consolacion ba yun? Kasi alam ko si Sisa parang naging katulong siya sa bayan ng isang Doña Hindi ko alam kung si Doña Victorina yun o si Doña Consolacion. Pero that would be like really, really interesting to see. And it means na maybe in a few weeks we will able to see Sisa again back in the screen. So thank you for writing that in, Judith. So ni Fruitberry. To be honest, sobrang ganda ni OG Manekla na The Goddess of Beauty. Sarap titigan, hindi nakakasawa. Yeah, Julian San Jose is really beautiful. There's nothing wrong about no, not nothing wrong about that. But it's very like halatang halata talaga. It's funny na I've been watching this nakikinig ako ng mga Wish FM videos. And siya pala yung kumanta ng ng kanta ng parokya ni Edgar. Yung, anong kanta yun? Yung My One and Only You. Yung It Took One Look. Siya pala kumanta nun. And, whenever I listen to songs, wala akong pakialam kung sino kumanta. I just like the song itself, pa rin yung boses na yun. But turns out, yun pala si Julian San Jose, and I think she was like really beautiful in that video. And yeah, siya nga yung diba? Siya yung ano yung tawag niya, ano yung nickname niya sa The Limitless Star. Yeah, not only she can sing, but she can also really act well. So yeah, you're right about that, Fruitberry. Mary Jane Roa, subscribed. Waiting for your reactions post the next episode. Thank you so much for writing that in, Mary Jane Roa. it's really amazing na how much this channel grew in a span of few months. I remember having 2.5 subscribers, and those 2.5 subscribers is a culmination of my other videos in the past. And that was like, I've been doing YouTube for like 10 years now. And yeah, 1,000 subscribers by just doing the reaction videos. So I'm really happy about that. And yeah, welcome to the family, Mary Jane Roa. And curious to see your comments on the future episodes. So naman ni EXO Pink Surong, sana ma-react mo din yung Amaya. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. People, when I posted my reaction to the trailer of Maria Clara de Barra, I've been really thinking about doing a reaction to Amaya, pero I still have Ilustrado to react to. And I also have this other show na yung kay Andres Bonifacio naman. And yeah, Amaya is on my watch list. And I'm still really curious to see how I'm going to handle my reactions to it, kasi there's like 100 plus episodes. And yeah, it's going to take a lot of dedication and time para mag-react sa mga episodes na yun. Pero I'll see. Either gumawa na lang ng review or we'll see. Thank you for writing that in. So naman yung Mikaaw, Tala and Ibarra convo is heart. Siyempre, yung convo din ng dalawang Manaklara ang deep. Akala ko rin po, ilang araw siyang tuturuan ni Maria Clara. Isang oras lang po pala yun. Nagulat ako, isang oras lang pala yun. Pero at least tiwala naman siya sa kakayanan ni Clay. Kaya sarap marinig ang mga salitang nagkagani kay Maria Clara. Puno ng pag-asa at karunungan para sa pag-uugali ng isang mabining babae. Ang ganda ng drama Maria Clara. Kaso Fidel, bakit hinayaan mo si Ibarra? Ikay kupad. Ibarra naman, dapat si Maria Clara lang ang nasa paningin mo, hindi si Clay. MC heard deep inside. Yeah, parang medyo naramdaman ko din yan na parang medyo, deep inside, medyo nasaktan si Maria Clara. But that's fine. I don't know. It's a matter of perspective. You can be with someone who is your best friend, who is the love of your life, but at the same time, pwede ka din maganda sa ibang mga babae, di ba? Kasi kagandahan is like it can be subjective, but yung mga magaganda talaga, usually it feels like parang announcement lagi yun whenever you see them. Yung kagandahan nila ay na-announce. And kung nagandahan ka. That's it. Like wala ka naman choice na parang sabihin na, ay, hindi ako nagaganda sa kanya, parang ganun bagay. But it's fine. Kung kasal ka or ganun maganda, as long as maging loyal ka lang sa asawa mo or sa shota mo, then that's good. Pero man, si Ibarra, yung tingin niya kay Kalay, mahabang, parang like 10 seconds of like talagang titig. Like, dude, nandiyan yung shota mo sa tabi mo, di ba? Pero yeah, I like the Ibarra and Tala conversation. Just like I said, na baka makikita ni Ibarra kay Tala yung mga Kalay stuff. And it turns out that was the case. And yeah, si Maria Clara talaga is super dedicated sa kanyang pagiging dalagang Pilipina, yeah. But at the same time, you can't blame her because she was cultivated in a society na ganun talaga yung paningin nila sa mga kababaihan. And mga kababaihan din tanggap nila na ganun sila. Kasi that's, from the way of things, that's like the normal thing to do during that time. But yeah, thank you for writing that in, Mikao. I really like seeing your comments. And looking forward to see your comments in the next few episodes. Watermelon wrote in, karamihan na sa show talaga si NG is my color grade, which is malaking impact sa mga. Yeah, you're right. Pero I think everything is being color graded anyways. Like, hindi lang GMA, pero movies, Hollywood movies, even ABS-CBN stuff, they're all being color graded. Part lang yun ng post-production, just to give the shows and the movies some more personality. And also it depends on the settings, on the temperature of the scene. That's why whenever sa isang Filipino movie, yung mga crew ay nasa ibang bansa, nasa Amerika, yung color grading na ginawa nila doon ay colder colors, medyo bluish, to show na, hey, nasa Amerika ka, malamig dito. So, dapat para din yung mga viewers ay parang ginawin din, di ba? So, that's the thing. Thank you for writing that in. What's a melon? Maria Lourdes, si Fidel ang sinaunang fashionista sa sinuunang asyonero. Natutuwa talaga ako sa reaction mo kay Fidel at kay Clay. Go, Filay. Ay, Clydel ka nga pala. Yeah, Clydel. Exactly. Clydel. That's the right term. Clydel. Ang baduy ng Filay. Ang pangit pakinggan. Pero yeah, Team Clydel ako. Yeah. Man, di ko na-expect yung suit-suit ni Fidel doon. Yung barong Tagalog yan sa loob. Tapos parang meron siyang tuxedo sa labas. Like, interesting. And that's why I also mentioned na that's why I like this show a lot, because I'm learning a lot about Philippine history, but I'm also learning a lot about clothing during that time. I wasn't expecting that there's a lot of variations pagdating sa Barong Saya at pati Barong Tagalog. Pero hey, if their clothing is accurate to during this time, then that's really good to see. There's a chance na parang may creative decision din na parang baguhin nila. Maybe that kind of design na susunod ni Fidel ay design na makikita na isang modern iteration ng Barong Tagalog. Pero I'm still not sure about that. I'm still really wanted to know that there are historical records na may ganung klaseng design nga ng Barong Tagalog during that time. Pero again, I like the variations that I'm seeing. Thank you so much, Maria Lourdes. Team Clydel. Isa naman ni Jam Evans. Hindi ko na mahintay to yung palabas sa Netflix next year. Yeah, I heard na ipapalabas na ito sa Netflix next year. Na-curious ako. I don't know the kontrata about that. Pero yeah, if it's on Netflix, that's fine. May mga tao nagagalit, ba't mo daw ilalagay sa Netflix? Dahil may bayad, ganun-ganon. Yeah, I think you're right. Pero I think it wouldn't be exclusive to Netflix, pero parang lang, one more platform para mapanood yung show na to. Kasi Netflix is very convenient for other people, di ba? Ako, I would prefer watching it on Netflix compared to like watching it on a website and stuff like that. But it depends on the people's taste and on the people's lifestyle and stuff. And if it's going to be on Netflix next year, then more power to the Netflix people. Isunod naman ni Maria Lourdes. Pabo lang na comment. I really wish na sana mas marami pa ang nakanood ng reaction videos mo ng Bikay. And sana din mapanood din ito ng mga production staff, the set and the costume design team ng mga cameraman at ng post-production editing team ESP ng director. Most of the reactors kasi more on the story and the actors yung focus ng reactions nila. Pero ikaw, I really like how you appreciate and react on the cinematography, the framing. That's the work of the people behind the camera. Kahit gaano kaganda ang story and kahit gaano kagaling mga actors, pero kung kulang naman yung effort at commitment ng production staff, hindi din lalabas na maganda ang isang show. Yeah, that's right. It's not everyday na makakanood ka ng ganitong show na high quality talaga. That's true. Ito ang bunga ng matinding effort at commitment ng buong production staff, from conceptualization, madurugong brainstorming and research, to taping and post-production. Sana mapanood mo din yung interview ng costume design team at tumatak sa akin yung isang gamit ni Elias na sarakot. Kasi hinanap talaga nila yung gumawa ng ganong klaseng wow, okay. Nag-iisa na lang siya at matanda na. Wow! Sana may magmana ng skills niya. Thank you again for giving us great reaction videos as always. Thank you so much, Maria Lourdes, for writing that in. And that's a very interesting read. Kasi isa akong film student. So whatever comes out from my mind, I am always speaking from a film student's perspective, 'di ba? Yung other reactors, they might be they are more focused on the performance of the actors and the story kasi that's all that they can say from their background and from their knowledge about media in general. So I can't blame them. Pero, for me at the same time, each reactors are different. They have their own ways of um, watching the show. They have their own perspective about it. And that's why I like um, reaction videos kasi it really shows na how a show and how a movie by can be perceived very differently by each person. They might have a general idea or a general reaction to a show or to a movie, pero at the same time there are some parts of that reaction that makes it unique to the reactor themselves. And for me, nakikita ko yung effort ng production staff kasi again, I want to compliment them kasi it's coming from me who is a film student, but at the same time I can see the amount of work and effort and yeah, a lot of planning that they have to do para lang ma-achieve yung mga ganong shots na yun. Yung mga shots na yun can be nothing to a majority of people. But for me, it's like eye candy. Whenever I see shots from this show itself, it feels like, wow, it really shows a lot about the love that the production staff, that the crew gave para sa show na to. They really wanted this show to be as good as possible, and it really shows. It really shows. And yeah, lalo na naman curious sa lakot ni Elias, pero I've been thinking about like watching that interview about the behind the scenes thing sa Maria Clara Tibara. I might do it this week, but we'll see. And again, thank you so much, Manny Lourdes. I like your comments. They're very insightful, and I am learning a lot about how I am doing as a reactor for you guys. So thank you so much for writing that in, and I really appreciate your comments. So naman ni Julius Christopher, I love the conversation between Maria Clara at Clay here. I also love how they use the story of Icarus. Yeah, the boy who never flew. It's reminded me of a certain post on Facebook about how comfort zones could potentially kill you. Interesting. Another reference is the butterfly metamorphosis, referencing slave potential transformation. Irony, isang batang Gen Z ang nakasabi sa isang bilimbing na nagmula sa sinunong panahon. Walang inisip kundi ang mga lalaki. Oo nga no. Oo nga no. You're right. Again, the show is well researched, scripts are good too, pero syempre ang final output ay makikita sa execution ng actors. Above all, gusto ang development ng Clydel. Yeah. Okay, Team Clydel ka din. Awesome, good. Yeah, Clydel is the right term to use, diba? Okay, you guys, kailangan ko lang ulit nalobat na yung camera ko. So, gamit ko yung webcam ko. Busog ako. Gamit ko yung webcam ko. And yeah, let's just continue reacting to this stuff. But yeah, Julius, that was a very interesting that you saw na yung about kay si Clay, sinasabihan yung mga mas nakakatandang generation na wala silang inisugod di mga lalaki. Yeah, you're right. Alam mo, Julius, napapansin ko sa'yo, nakikita mo yung mga ganong small details na sobrang small. Hindi na makapaniwala na, nga, no? Kaya sometimes episodes like this it's fun to rewatch this episode so that makita mo yung mga ganong maliliit na maybe Easter eggs yata or yung mga wordplay na ginawa na ng mga ganung bagay. Pero yeah, the irony about that thing, that's a very good thing that you were able to catch. And yeah, yung kay Icarus thing, nagulat lang ako na hour pala sila sa ano, sa parang isn't it Greek mythology? Greek mythology ba 'yon yung Icarus thing? Is it Greek or yeah, I think it's Greek mythology. Na pero yun, nagulat ako kasi akala ko nagbabasa si Maria Clara about that stuff. Turns out na narinig lang niya pala yung kwento-kwento na yun. So, huh. And hindi na curious din ako doon sa comfort zones could potentially kill you. I'm aware of the story pero di ko naisip within that context na, you know what, you're right. It can probably kill someone. Hmm. Or not kill or at least maybe hurt someone, diba? Pero again, thank you for writing that in, Julius. I really appreciate your comments. And reply tayo. There we go. So naman ni Arte, Sitting Art. I am loving enjoying the beginning and start of Doña Victoria de los de España. Yeah, it's actually Espadanya. Interesting. De Espadanya and Doña Constelacion, the wife of El Alfares. Ah, okay. Siya pa rin asawa ni Alfares. Dito naman here. Yeah, that was really interesting and fun to see. Now I'm just simply um curious how where this rivalry will go in the future. Um, since nalimutan ko na yung mangyari sa libro, and since I'm assuming na si Doña Consolacion na isang character sa libro na yun, I wonder if Rizal wrote the rivalry between the two in a comedic way. Nalimutan ko na kasi yung writing na ginawa niya doon. I know some of his writing was also kinda may pagka sarcastical in a way, pero pagdating sa comedy stuff, parang ano, parang I didn't get a sense of comedy from that book. Pero yeah. Anyways, I'm really curious to see both of their character rivalry in the next coming episodes. Thank you for writing that in. Isa naman ni Fed say, nice po talaga objective ni na Kalaya at Ibarra para sa community. They're both trying to break barriers. Yeah, you're right. They're trying to break both barriers. Ibarra is simply a very progressive person. Now add that na may nakasama siyang Clay within his first few days sa Pilipinas. And, Ibarra also grew as a character, kung tutuusin, because of Clay. And now, Ibarra now feels na he really needs to make this school happen because of all of the potential that it can bring to the city of San Diego ba? San Diego yata, di ba? And yeah, pagdating naman kay Maria Clara, even though kung gaano siya kadalagang Pilipina, yeah, we're still able to see some part of her na she's not willing to give her 100% to society, diba? If she feels like she needs to help people, then she's going to do it. She did it with Ibarra. Having to fix the situation between Ibarra and Padre Salvi. Nagulat ako na nakayanan niyang kausapin yung ganung pare one-to-one. She tried helping Sisa and now she's willing to let a strange woman like Clay within the four corners of her house. So, yeah, both of them are breaking barriers. And yeah, I mean, si Clay pala yung inano mo, pero Maria Clara din at Ibarra. Yeah. Same thing kay Clay. Kay Clay, I mean, halata naman na Clay has been breaking barriers since day one. But yeah, thanks for writing that in, Feds. It's a lot of the Megami Ino. Love the deep interaction between the two Marias, including the story of the Indio girl and her little wish to learn, and Ibarra being such a good person as always. God, so many things I love in this episode and how they show portray each other's character in their narratives. I really can't wait for you to react to episode 35. Thank you for writing that in, Megami. And yeah, this episode was pretty fun. We're already in 35 episodes, diba? Usually um in an American show, maybe nasa third season na tayo or something like that. Pero yeah, I love the fact na they still keep on being the writers still able to keep the characters interesting after all these episodes. Madami pa ring development na nangyari. It feels like we're still at the beginning of the story. And again, introducing the Indio girl, Tala, in this story shows na yung writers, kasi hindi ko alam kung si Tala ay nasa libro mismo eh. Pero if she is a new character, it shows na, the writers are willing to adapt. I mean, this is an adaptation anyways, pero the writers are willing to explore new ideas to make the No Limitangere story more beefy, more meaty, beefier, meatier, and to make it more interesting para sa ating mga viewers. Kaya so far, I feel like the writers can make nothing wrong. Kasi so far everything is like really good. I still think the weakest part of the series so far ay yung that small tandem between Ibarra but kay Maria Clara. I mean Ibarra and Clay. I think that's still the weakest part for me. Pero that was just a few days of tandem, and then we were able to move on and see the other stuff happen in the story. Wow. But yeah, you're right about that, Megumi, and thank you for writing that in. Isunod naman ni Manelores. Ang ganda nung conversations ng dalawang Maria Clara. Ah, alam mo na ako sa sarili ko. Kabang sasalita ako ng madami, nagbe-burp ako. So it's like a gas thing. Yung isa Maria Clara ay parang cage bird. Yung isa naman is a free bird. And ang lakas maka-Princess Diaries yung sinapagturo ng Maria Clara na power posture. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay. Princess Diaries ba yung kay Anne Hathaway? Yeah, alam niyo ba guys na magkakaroon ng Princess Diaries 4? I think pinaplano na nila yun. Pero yeah, I mean, hindi ko pa napapanood yung Princess Diaries, pero that's like, yung ba yung nasabi ko na parang trope na yung babae tinuturuan mag maging ladylike. Kasi I've seen that trope several times pero I haven't seen Princess Diaries before. Pero yeah, you're right. Someone actually wrote in earlier na, parang may yung mga kababaihan during that time parang nakakulong sila, di ba? And even though Maria Clara is like a cage bird, at least um within the society that she lives in and that she was born in, at least um she's somewhat willing to get out of that cage, 'di ba? Nasa loob nga siya ng kulungan, pero yung kulungan parang walang locks. Walang locks yung kulungan. Kaya minsan if she needs to go out from that cage, lumalabas siya. Pero that doesn't mean na yung buong kababaihan ay ganun. It feels like the other um, females here during that time, nakakulong talaga sila at meron mga lock yung mga yon. Pero yeah, that's a nice analogy about that. But yeah, thank you for writing that in, Maria Lourdes, and I really appreciate your comment. Sila naman ni Patrick Agustin. Finally, Jasper, I hope you were able to finish your time-bound activities at school. Fighting. That convo between the MCs, the lines exchange between the two, the ideals from the modern world or maybe the West during that time. Superb. Tala and Ibarra scene and dialogue may kurot sa puso. Kudos sa team for great selection of guests. I'm guessing these theater actors. Oh, theater pala sila, theater actors. Okay. Kaya pala ang galing kumanta ng bata, no? I also never thought Barong can be on top of a coat. Or maybe under it. Diba nasa ilalim yung yung Barong? Anyways, napaka-stylish naman ni Fidel sa panahon na yan. Kaya ang Clyde's transformation was wow. Yung in denial ang lolo ni Fidel natin. Pero kung makatitig kay Kalay at makapagitan kina Clary para backward backward yun. Lakas talaga Kim na Clydel. Magsasail na yung Clydel sa ship sa episode siguro. Parang literally magsasail na yung ship kasi nakita natin silang dalawa na sa loob ng bangka. Pang icebreaker na sa series events pa natin yung basis accident. Yeah. Thank you so much, Patrick, for writing that in. Yeah, I was able to finish some of those school stuff, pero I'm far from done doing all of them. I still have to do a lot of school stuff na that is due. May ginagawa akong research paper na talagang wala ako sa mood para gawin. Talagang like, for the longest time, itong research paper na to na talagang wala akong interest gawin. And unfortunately, kailangan kong gawin para pumasa. That's my life. Pero yeah, that Tala and Ibarra scene sa loob ng parang paralan yata yun. It shows na Tala is a character that represents a lot of children back in the day na who are willing to see more of the world than just be people who were born for para lang may mapangasawa sa lahat ng mga anak, di ba? We keep on saying na yung mga kababayan during that time ay super bulag sila sa katotohanan, may false consciousness sila na yung babae ay para lang sa lalaki na talagang strictly na ganun lang yung buhay nila para mag-alaga ng bata at magbantay ng bahay. Pero hey, hundreds and thousands ang pinapanganak araw-araw during that time. And there's probably a huge percent of women during that time now who are also thinking like Tala. Not only na marunong magbasa, edukada, willing to learn, but at the same time, may mga pangarap sila para sa sarili nila, di ba? Hindi lang puro kalalakihan ang iniisip nila. Like how the society expects from them. But at the same time, it's really hard to be mahirap mangarap ang mga babae during that time kasi nga you are very limited, you are restricted from going to school. And you know what Ibarra is doing for those people is a huge deal. Kaya nga Ibarra is one of the more progressive people during that time, and I'm just really happy to see na Ibarra is really pushing that school for everyone. And Clay helping him with the school project is a big thing. Pero pinagtatawanan na si Clay. So that's very sad to see. But yeah, thank you for writing that in, Patrick. And yeah, Team Clydel, we'll see it in the next coming episodes. And finally, episode 35 ang in-upload ko kanina lang. Maybe 5 hours ago. Refresh ko muna to. By the way, ito yung police officer na Rizal na kailangan kong takpan para iligtas ako nito. Officer sa Rizal Capital Police. Okay, nirefresh ko para makita ko yung mga latest comments. Okay, 7 hours ago. Isunod naman. Kumanta po si Natala. Okay, sa episode na to, parang pinutol sila, diba? And turns out niya, kumanta si Tala. Nakita ko yung live stream episode ng GMA at napanood ko. That was an amazing scene. That was really fun. Thank you for writing that in, Telma. Sila naman ni Xylem Zaspa. Yes, mas maganda talaga si Clyde kaysa sa Mean Girls na yan. Na walang ibang pinusan kundi puro kalalaki lang, kaloka. Well, with context, alam naman natin kung ba't puro kalalaki lang yung pinag-usapan nila. Pero yeah, on that scene right there, Clyde, other than Mana Clara, sila yung pinamaganda sa loob ng bahay na yun. You are completely right about that, Zaidi. Isunod naman ni Mars Ailey. Nakat yung scene na kumanta yung mga bata. Kumanta sila ng full Spanish. Yeah, nakinat na ng GMA. Maybe for copyright reasons or stuff like that. Pero I was able to watch it in a different video. And yeah, that was a very interesting video to see. Okay, nag-comment ako dito. Ito si Mario Lourdes pala yung nag-write nun about sa mga yung mas malalaking mga roles nila na makababayan during that time. At ang reply ni Arte doon, ako po ay mostly this and learned it po from some of the videos that I watch on YouTube channel po kay Kuya Kirby Aurelio. Oo, si Kuya Kirby Aurelio. Yeah, I've seen some of his videos. Very interesting. I'm actually writing this novel about pre-colonial Philippines and stuff. And yeah, I've seen one of his videos and he talk about this dragon, na parang blue dragon na kumakain ng buwan. I tried to write that in my novel. But yeah, about women ruling, women in power first, women also gender community. Yeah. I really like Kuya Gerby. It's really fun to watch his videos. Very educational, and I applaud him for stuff like that because history is a thing that history is very valuable. Kapag dala-dala mo yung history ng mundo at ng bansa mo, history din ng ng dugo mo, you can go a long way going around places. And yeah, it can really change your mindset about the world right now. Okay. Isunod naman ni Arte, sining Art. Paano man pasensya ang perdon, din po palang sobrang mahaba magulo. Okay. Medyo na-stress talaga po ako ng konti noong pinanood ko po ito sa TV namin noong Biyernes. Okay, bakit? Tumor namin talaga natumba yung antena mo? Medyo hindi klaro at maayos. That sucks. Lalo na rin po ang sinabi ng praksa ng mga lalaki na. Man, when was the last time na merong antena yung TV ko? For sure, there were elementary days. Naalala ko meron kaming TV na luma na meron ding antena dati. Pero they went from antenna to a satellite dish, diba, na nilalagay sa taas. Hindi ko po alam kung bakit, paano, pero medyo naisutulin po ako. At naitulo mo, nagalit din po sa pinagsasabi na pagtatawa nila po kay Clay. Yeah. At sa mga sinasabi po ni Clay na sa kanila na hindi naman po nila pinapakinggan ng mabuti ng maayos. Hindi nila binibigyan ng oras sa pakinggan. Yeah, kung tutusin kasi, si Clay is a very strange woman. Within the context of that era, di ba? And pinagtatawanan nila si Clay kasi sa perspective nila na kung ano man lumabas sa bunga ni Clay, it doesn't matter kasi si Clay ay baliw. At the same time, lasing din yung mga tao doon. So, but yeah, I mean, kung tutusin, Clay also went in a time na talagang hindi siya tatanggapin kung ano man sabihin niya sa mga kalalakihan na yun kasi nga puro malasing nga. It's like it's the worst situation to share your ideas about the school and about women, 'di ba? Naisip ko rin po kasi halimbawa pinagsasabi ng ginawa nila po yung sa nanay ko. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Kaya nga ano, whenever I try to communicate with someone, I always try to think na, okay, what if this is a family member of mine? And as much as I can, if merong away na nangyari, I don't want to disrespect the person. That's still a person who has their own history, their own background and stuff. Halimbawa, taas na Celia, pala na si Chrysostomais. Sa Celiang yun ay ano to yun. At maski na rin, natatakot talaga po ako kung anong pwedeng pumangyari kay Clay. Yeah, you know what? Basilio. Tatapos po ang lahat. Kaya nga, yung bagong kabanata ting, yung theory ko about doon, makikilala na ng buong San Diego kung sino si Clyde, diba? And you know kung ano yung nangyari during that scene? That can have some huge implications in the future episodes. Nalimutan ko i-mention yun sa reaction ko sa episode 35. But yeah, there can be just simply huge implications sa sa paggawa ng scene ni Clay. And I'm afraid for her. Pero hey, if the writers didn't go through with that implication, that's fine with me. Pero malabong walang implications yun given na nandun mismo si Kapitan Basilio, di ba? Okay, sa mahuling nasabi po kay Clay sa mga ibang kalalakihan ay hindi po rin po mapigilang mapalakpak na talaga na medyo malakas na buti na lang ay hindi ko po nagising na biglang ibang mga tao sa bahay namin. Dahil sa mga malalakas na palakpak, nagigil na medyo galit na darama. Nakina po kay Kapitan Basilio. Yeah, I can blame you for that. Gabi ito pinapalabas, di ba? Mga 8 o'clock yata sa Pilipinas. Lalaki rin po ako. Millennial o Gen Y o Gen Z ka lang din po. Kaya iba na lang talaga po ang saya, galak at tuwa ko nung nagsalita na po si Clay. Ibabaw. Aha. Hindi ko rin po naisip na wala po pala talaga noon na mababaeng doktor. Di ba pa? Makatulad na profesyon, bukod sa iba pang mga profesyon na bokasyon, maski po yung mayoriya likas magagamot mga nagagawa. That's really good to see because ganito yan na. Media shows and TV shows, the main point kung bakit nila ginagawa yung the way they edit these types of media, the way they try to film stuff like this is that so that we can be immersed within this world. And the fact na pumapalakpak ka, nagagalit ka sa mga characters na to, it really shows na you are very immersed in this episode right here. Which means that whoever is handling, which means that the cast and crew did their job to get you immersed sa nangyayari during that time in this episode. And that's a really good way to, it shows na talagang effective yung filmmaking stuff nila. And yeah, wala ko nagulat ako sa nakita ko, hindi naman ako pumalakpak or something like that. But for other people, stuff like this can be really immersive and minsan pwede nating personalin yung mga nangyari sa show na to. Pero yeah, it's really, thanks for sharing that in Art Listening Art. Kaya I like watching movies in a theater, especially whenever it's a Marvel movie. Kasi I want to get immersed, especially when I'm with a group of people who are like-minded, like me. Gusto ko may nagiyawan and stuff like that. It's just really fun. And yeah, it's all about immersion. And Clara Ibarra is a very immersive show. From the set design, from the costume design, from the way they film the scenes, very immersive. So thank you for writing that in, Arte. That's a very interesting comment that you left. Okay, so naman ni Love. Are you expecting Elias would influence Clay? Okay. Are you expecting Elias would influence Clay? Nag-reply ako dito. Um, Ellie told it was not about Pepsi, and Soto told it was fake news. Okay, basta Ellie told it was not about Pepsi, and about that Soto told it was fake news. In case Soto will let them make them explain again by going to an open request. It is not good na maniwala agad sa fake news. Mali naman judge suddenly. We all want the truth. Yeah, pero I mean, it's not like fake news kasi in this episode na mention ko na pinanood ko yung tawag dito, narinig ko yung kantang Spolarium, 'di ba? And there are theories whatever Spolarium means, 'di ba? Either it's about the Pepsi Paloma case. Pero hindi naman more like fake news kasi iba yung fake news from something na yung mga tao binibigyan ng meaning yung yung kanta, 'di ba? Like there's a theory about the stories and stuff like that. And if ever Eraserheads, minention nila na hindi totoo yung connection ng ganun-ganun. Pero, man, if you read the lyrics, it was kinda implied eh. 'Di ba? Ngayon, ako, I'm a person who likes to read about myths and legends and stuff. Pero this case, itong Spolarium na kanta na to is one of those rare cases sa Pilipinas na talagang na-interesado ako about the background story about it. I mean, hindi man I mean, it was kind of implied yung pangalan ni Joey De Leon pat ni Vic Soto sa lyrics na yon. But when you read the lyrics and inisip mo yung context ng Pepsi Paloma case, it's somewhat connected, di ba? Eraserheads can't say anything about the song itself na either connected man yun o hindi. Pero you can't um, di mo rin ma-judge yung mga tao if they see a connection between that case and the song itself, diba? Pero still, you are right. Lahat kailangan dumaan sa korte. Ang alam ko, naggumawa ng public apology yung sila Vic Soto and stuff like that. Everybody is innocent until proven guilty, diba? I'm that kind of person too. And, at the same time, wala akong tiwala sa justice system ng Pilipinas. I have zero faith about it. Pero, you know, that's the thing about the world we live in, diba? There's a lot of meaning. I mean, people like to simply overanalyze a song or even other stuff. Heck, we are sometimes overanalyzing the episodes of Mana Clara Tibara. Pero it's just it says a lot about human curiosity, 'di ba? Pero yeah, thanks for writing that in, Love. Nag-reply na ako dyan, pero I'm going to leave this thing again. Pero yeah, isa naman ng MCI Watcher. Yon! Sa wakas, thank you. Thank you so much, MCI Watcher, for leaving that in. Okay, so the Scenic Arts. Gusto ko lamang po ibahagi ito na nalaman na tanto. Pamanhin patao pasensya pero doon bumaba pa ako kumukomento, diba? Medyo naintindihan ko na rin po ngayon ng konti o ng maski paano man lamang ang mga pinanggagalingan opinion, expression of position, programa. Isipin na lang po natin lahat na may isang tao o may mas bata na kabata Kung isang minutes, okay. Hindi po ba, hindi rin madali pa para sa atin. Nagkuhanikla sa panahon ng mga karakter na nasa para baguhin sila. Yeah, you're right. Um, that. Yeah, I mean, mahirap. I mean, clearly, kung ano yung pinagagawa ni Kalay sa scene to, sa table scene na yun. Um, hindi mo bago ni Kalay yung pag-iisip ng mga lalaki na yun sa lamesa, di ba? In just one speech. No way na mabago. I mean, we talk about cultivation and, yung mga kakalalakihan doon, they were also cultivated na they see women as lower class citizens. And you can't blame them kasi they were born in a time na ganun yung paningin sa mga kababaihan. What we can only blame here is the Western ideologies na dinala nila sa Pilipinas kung saan nagbago-bago yung mga paningin ng mga Pilipino pagdating sa kapwa nila, especially sa mga kababaihan and sa mga taong LGBT. Kasi nga, sa Western ideologies na yun. And I'm trying to understand what you wrote in on these other parts, pero di ko magets. Artist, sorry about that. Um, Try ko ulit basahin to sa susunod. Pero right now, ano mas mo tayo nag-record? Oh, parang we're almost 2 hours na din. First, sorry about that. RT, Sining Arts. Madalin ako eh. Kailangan kong basahin kasi yung mga sinusulat nyo like twice para maintindihan ko. Kasi I really have I have bad reading comprehension. And sometimes I'm also kind of dyslexia, something like that. Kung saan yung mga words ay parang lumilipad tuwing nagbabasa ako. And yeah, on walls of text, usually like this, talagang nadudulan ko whenever I'm reading it. But thanks for writing that in, RT. I know whatever you wrote in is very insightful. I just wish that I can understand it. Pero, that's just me. Thank you for writing that in again. Okay, sunod naman yung Lika Manawari. Nang dahil sa Kastila, mababa ang pagtingin sa mga babae. Pero yeah, you are 100% correct about that. Pero nung time ng pre-Hispanic, napakalaki ng role ng kababaihan, especially mga babaylan na naspero sa tribo at pati ang hara na may katumbas sa pangyayang kapatid. Thank you for writing that in, Lika. But yeah, gaya ng minention ni Marie Lourdes, na malaki yung role ng mga kababaihan during that time. You're right. At gaya nga sabi ko, dahil sa Western ideologies ng mga Kastila, nagkasira-sara yung mga paningin nila sa mga kababaihan, Philippines will be super, super, super different if the Castilian people didn't came in para sakupin tayo. Pero that's just reality. We have to deal with it. All we can do is to learn from history and maybe learn from our ancestors during the pre-Spanish colonization, diba? So thank you for writing that in, Lika. Isunod naman ni Love Love. So men there either will hate her or be amazed because of her bravery. You know what? Okay. So, all this time inisip natin na pinagtatawanan si Maria Clara, di ba? Pinagtatawanan nila. si Mana Clara. That's the speech niya. Hindi ko naisip na merong, what are the chances na merong isa sa kanila ay, ano, no, ma-impress sa pinagsasabi ni Clyde. So we'll see in the next coming episodes. And that might be a good segue to introduce a new character who also kind of likes Clyde for what she stood for. Maybe there's another love triangle mangyari, laban kay Fidel, pero we'll see. Thank you for writing that in, love, love. Sinulat naman ni Maria Lourdes, yung song na kinanta nila Tala ay mismong tula na sinulat ni Jose Rizal. Ah, okay. Alas Flores de Heidelberg na inspired sa kanyang paboritong bulaklak, ang Forget Me Not, Nomi Olvides. Okay? Ang hindi ko lang alam kung naging kanta talaga siya dati o nilapatan lang siya ng melody para sa sis. Interesting. O ba't pa dumidi naman skin ko? Hey Google, increase the lamp brightness. There we go. Okay. Nakita ba ako dyan? Hindi ko alam na parang tula pala yun na sinulat ni Jose Rizal. Pero if ever that's a tula at nilagyan nila ng, ng melody para sa show na to, then that's really interesting. Again, it's all about the small details, diba? I wouldn't know about that song without you guys leaving a comment like this. That's why I like reading your comments kasi may natutunan akong bago from you guys. And Maria Lourdes, whenever you leave comments, they are very a lot of education. Mali English ko. I can get a lot of educative stuff from your comments, so I am very thankful about that. And I'm very happy na may natutunan akong bago from the comments that you are leaving here. Pero paborito pala ni Jose Rizal yung bulaklak na Nomi Oldives, ha? Tanong ko nga ito kung ano itsura nito. Paborito bulaklak ang flower. Nagtaka ba't kanta? Oh, wow. Ganda. Now, I can see why kung bakit niya paborito itong kanta. Oh, kaya din pala yung kaya din pala on that scene, they were giving away flowers na kulay blue. It's because of this. You see, nakita ko na yung mga connection na yun. Interesting. Actually, parang nakita ko din itong bulaklak na to sa Pilipinas back in the day. Or maybe this is a Spanish flower. Anyways, nakita ko yung connection. Kung ano meaning ng blue na bulaklak na pinamimigay nila during that scene. Thank you for writing that in, Maria Lourdes. I really appreciate your comments. Okay, so W. Mika O, huwag kang magalalaklay. Parehas kayo ni Maria Clara na kailangan pang matuto sa iba pang mga bagay. Sa'yo, kahinhinan at kay Maria Clara ay pagpapalawak ng kanyang kakayanan at paglalahad ng opinion. Mahirap din talaga kalay may pag-usap ng maayos at magsabi ng mga bagay-bagay sa grupo ng mga tao ng gulo ng mga alak ng alak. Yeah, that's true. Just like I said earlier, lasing na yung mga tao na yon, mahirap mag-share ng serious topics with them kasi they are not going to take you seriously because other than babae ka, malasing din sila. So, Clay, hopefully you will find a better situation where you can share your ideologies to other people. But that situation is probably like the worst situation to share your opinions about that matter. But yeah, thank you for writing that in, Mika. Okay, Mars Ailey wrote in. Si Hidlin Diaz ang first ever Filipino na ng gold medal sa Olympics. She's a weightlifter. She made history. Thank you for writing that in, Mars. Yeah, tinanong ko sino si Hidden Diaz pero then, a few seconds later, na-realize ko na, siya pala yung gold medalist, from either the Olympics or the Southeast Asian Games. But it turns out, Olympics pala yun. Okay? Isunod naman ni Art is Sining Art. In Dabangan, it's a missed opportunity for the producers, writers, and consultants to more properly call them in attention battle. Oh, okay. Interesting. Ah, okay. Balo at Sayan, di ba? Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you for writing that in, Arte. Ito, naintindihan ko to. Pero wow. So, turns out, Baro pala yung tawag during that time instead of Barong. Pero I'm curious to see, Okay, next time na I'm going to watch this show, I will try to hear whenever someone says Barong instead of Baro. Ma Lilinawan ko yung pandinig ko about doon. And if ever someone says Barong, and from your ayon sa'yo, mali yun, dapat Barong tawag nila, then I will remember your comment about the singing art. But yeah, that's just really interesting to see. I mean, to learn about. And kaya pala Barot Saya tawag doon. Alam ko Baro at Saya yun, pero turns out yung Saya pala ay yung skirt. And yeah, that's a very good trivia para sa mga nakabasa nito and para sa akin. Thank you so much for adding that in, Arte. And that's a nice it's a nice thing that you caught that mistake. If ever it's a mistake, pero yeah, you are you are very detailed about your comments, and turns out you are also very talaga nakikita mo din yung mga maliliit na nooks and crannies about the episodes and stuff. Thank you, Arte, for that. Isa na naman Denzio. Love the mood of your room, especially the lamp at the background. It complements the program. Yeah. Yeah, that's very intentional. If only I can add more kind of lighting stuff, gagawin ko yun. Pero yeah, I made everything pretty warm here, at least. Kasi warm din yung color grading na ginagawa nila sa show na to. And yeah, thank you na napansin mo yun, Denzio. But yeah, I really appreciate the comment. Thank you so much. Okay, so na Julius Christopher. As always, good analysis sa part ng pagkanta ni Natala. Paolo Coelho once wrote. Sino si Paolo Coelho? Okay, di ko siya kilala. In this totally sane society, madness is the only freedom. Okay. May kukumpara ko ang code na ginawa ni Clay. Yeah, you're right. Very brave na turing na siyang baliw dahil POV niya, pero at least nasabi niya. Hindi ko alam yung itong Prince Challenge Georgia na to na anime, stuff like that. Or thank you for adding that in, Julius. You know what? That quote kind of resonated with me. That's really interesting. Ako, isa akong, um, isa akong techie. Okay? And I'm a huge fan of Apple products. When I was younger, I wasn't privileged enough to buy an iPhone, diba? But when Steve Jobs died, the then CEO of Apple, my kind of forced my dad to buy me an iPod Touch fourth generation, and that was like 8,000 pesos. That's probably the cheapest Apple product that we can buy in a touchscreen. And um, Apple made this commercial na tawag to the crazy ones. To the crazy ones. And it's basically a commercial where Steve Jobs is narrating na, you know, the Apple product, the Apple stuff. It's for these crazy people who are very forward thinking, or very innovative, very progressive. Basically, they are mad people. They're all about madness because, when we talk about madness, it's all about crazy people, someone who doesn't fit society. And, nilalayo natin sila kasi they are not normal, di ba? It feels really weird to be with them kasi iba sila mag-isip. Just like Steve Jobs, iba siya mag-isip. Kaya ang motto ng Apple, I think different. And because of Steve Jobs, we were able to get the touchscreen phones way earlier than expected. After the release of the iPhone, lahat na ng phones natin, ay touchscreen na. And, you know, in a nation na, let's say, parang nasasakupan or under colonialism and stuff like that, madness is the only freedom. Well, that is true. We're going to need a leader, or at least someone who can, lead the people. And other people might see them crazy, but hey, sometimes craziness can go a long way, and sometimes it can lead us to freedom. And, whatever Paulo Coelho wrote in, he is basically right. And we are seeing that in Clyde's character, who's always been implied to be the craziest people, the craziest person in San Diego right now. And yeah, I completely agree with you, Julius, about that. And thank you for writing that in. Isunod naman ni Arte, Sining Art. During the cutscene, Tara and the other children sang and performed the song version of A las Flores de Heidelberg, to the Flowers of Heidelberg in the English language version, and sa mga bulaklak ng Heidelberg. Yep, tama nga, poem nga si Rizal. They finished singing the last. Okay, yeah, so hindi na and then ended the song. Interesting. According to the Sun website, the copied BSIG, a site or is it mostly about. Oh, okay. May magandang site pala. Okay, so this is interesting. Jose Rizal went to Germany and attended lecture courses in the famous old University of Heidelberg. Okay, tama nga. So, European flower nga yun. He lived with Pastor Dr. Karl Ulmer, Lutheran minister from February. He took delight in walks nearly every afternoon. Hmm. The ancient city of Heidelberg is one of the scenic attractions of Europe. Oh. The ancient city of Heidelberg is one of the scenic attractions of the Neckar. Rizal has left us at the. Oh, interesting. That is very insightful, Arte. And thank you for sharing that in. Basically, you gave a lot of meaning pagdating sa kanta na ginawa nila. And it's all about the details, the fact na yung mga writers, they were able to catch that Rizal wrote a poem and decided to include that thing to the story. It shows na, just like I said, Maria Clara Tibara can probably be the superior version of Noli Me Tangere. Probably even better than Noli Me Tangere itself. But that doesn't neglect the fact that Noli Me Tangere is the original story that was handly written by Jose Rizal. Diba? But yeah, that's really interesting. Um, it really shows na, I mean, we know na itong Noli Me Tangere na to is written by Rizal, pero the fact na in-include na rin kanta na yun sa episode na to, it really gives more of Jose Rizal's identity to the show itself. And man, it's just crazy how how much how larger than life Jose Rizal is, diba? Even though he lived for like for maybe 30 plus years, it can be argued that he lived a full life because of all the contributions na ginawa niya para sa Pilipinas. Isa siyang tunay na ilustrado, and it's just really crazy how much he was able to do in that span of time, diba? It feels like he did a lot. It feels like he lived till his senior years, pero yeah, that song was very beautiful. I really appreciated that song, and thank you for writing that in Scene Arts. That's really informative, and I pinned this comment so that other people can read it. Okay, is that it? I think that's it. So that is my whew, um ito yata yung pinakamahabang Mana Clara Tibara after show na nagawa ko, pero that is my Mana Clara Tibara after show. I love reading all of your comments. Keep those comments coming in the next week. And yeah, hey, you know what? 3 hours from now, ipapalabas na yung Mana Clara Tibara episode 36. I will try to update you guys. I'm going to upload the video. Magre-react ako doon. Pero for the meantime, kailangan mag-focus sa pag-upload ng video na to. So see you guys around. Take care. And God bless. Thank you guys. Goodbye.